Welcome to 108 Gate, where we're looking at the energies of this reading. We are looking at this current moment and deciding what can be brought forward. So the word for today, the word for this reading in particular, is decisive. Are we decisive? What does it mean to be decisive, and how do we become decisive? How do we know when and when not to be decisive? When do we step back and allow someone else to be decisive? Right, let's go. Peace, be calm and calm will come, which feels really relevant about picking and choosing when and how to be decisive, because if we are trying to progress and go forward, it's sometimes if we are collaborating with someone else, or we're doing something that includes someone else, or they have a part in a bigger picture to play, it's sometimes, well, partly because we want progress, or partly because somebody else may be at a different pace that we want to step in and do their part for them, or we might want to push them a bit. So being really gentle and aware of when are we pushing someone against their ability, or when are we actually working with someone who is not willing or able to deliver what we want them to deliver, or they're not able to deliver what we are told they will deliver, or expecting them to deliver. So basically, with the decisiveness, it's not only being decisive to do something, but it's also exploring the energy of being decisive when you decide to not do something, decisive to not enable certain unhealthy behaviours, decisive to not take on other people's burdens or worries or woes or stress. Decisive, therefore, at the moment is coming in as being empowering for self, temperance, find balance and be centred. It really is coming in stronger and stronger as we go through the reading about what actually are you being decisive about. Has being decisive actually been a hindrance to yourself in the past? You've been decisive to go gung-ho and step forward, but actually has been hindering you because you've been decisive in the incorrect direction, in the incorrect way. So taking a step back, recalibrating, reaffirming to self what you actually need to be decisive with and what you don't. Some things we think we have to do because we've been told to do it, or we're expected to do it. And so we have to kind of let it go and realise that sometimes there's things that we just really don't even need to be paying attention to. Slow down. The pace must abate before it's too late. Don't waste all your energy on something that's not going to come to fruition, that's not for your benefit. Choose wisely, then be decisive. You can't decide to do something, well, you can, but if you decide to do something that's not actually for your long-term benefit, or even your short-term benefit, what are you actually going to get from it? 2 of coins. What are you juggling? What are you switching up, shifting and changing to get what you need and want? It's really, there you go, how to get your wheel moving. Be decisive on what you require first. Justice coming in. It's going to say, well, in the past, when we were kind of talking about certain things in the spiritual world, shall we say, there's certain things that come up that sound selfish, that appear selfish, that may have felt selfish in the past. Therefore, we weren't doing it for self. We were being indecisive, insecure, unable to actually just step forward with something that feels good for self. So now it's a matter of looking at what can be given up, what can be brought in, how to maneuver things, how to navigate things in a healthy way, so the wheel goes forward to bring in justice. Now, this may be that you have to backtrack on times where you were being decisive, but in an incorrect way for self. The justice is going to come in from you actually stepping forward in empowerment for yourself, of yourself. So actually sticking up for yourself. You're being your own advocate. That's the word that wants to come in. You are advocating for your freedom. You are advocating for your well-being. You are advocating for the best for yourself. There you go. The world under the wheel in the masculine energy. For your world to be a better place to be in. If you can't be in a great space with yourself, who can you be in a great space with? Seven of Swords. The conflict that's going to come from that. And then looking out to what's available. There's going to be internal conflict because, and the conflict isn't a fisticuffs or anything like that. The conflict is within self, as in like, in the past, I didn't do that way. But now, with being decisive in a new way, with peace and calm with yourself, there's going to be a new perspective of where you have to be decisive. This is going to be your inner conflict. So actually switching things within yourself of like, just because I didn't do things that way before, doesn't mean I can't explore how to do them now with myself. Doesn't mean I can't explore what it entails. And then pushing into that energy a little bit more in a comfortable and safe manner so that you can explore the new world that is forming as the wheels are turning. And those wheels are turning because of choosing the correct direction, choosing the correct choices for yourself to bring in justice for yourself rather than hindering yourself. Right, we're going to get one more masculine card to kind of go into there. Temperance again. Temperance and temperance. And I felt like it had to secure the justice. Be calm, be calm, be calm, be calm. And then more calm. To let it flow with ease so that you can slow down and actually take a realistic perspective of what needs to be done. Then knowing with confidence and some humility and some grace of where to be decisive, and then you're able to take that step, those steps, those choices with confidence. Cooperation. Cooperate with yourself first. Where's that want to go? Here. Cooperate with yourself first by the Seven of Swords. So that inner conflict I just mentioned is cooperating with yourself first. Take the hand offered or ask. Ask yourself, what do I want? How do you help yourself? Go step forward into that more so. Being decisive to put yourself as a priority. Being decisive to listen to yourself. What do I need? What do I want? What is possible? What is not possible? Where have I not allowed myself to have that in the past? Why? Allow it to shift and change. Readjust, 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 adjust, readjust, whatever it is. Things that you've adjusted before, not quite working, pivot a bit more and more so into the safe space, into a feeling of security, provided by divine, provided by yourself. Hope that was helpful. Hope that gave you something to ponder about and to bring some questions up. So for now, peace and love.